All right, here we are in Adobe Photoshop, and I'm going to show you how to remove the model from the background. So there's a couple ways to get the selection. First of all, that's what we're going to need. The best way that works on pretty much anything you have is a clipping path. So this is a loose clipping path. I'm going to show you real quick how to do this. So we get the pen tool here, and we're going to want this pen tool, and sometimes you will be using this, but you can get to that by just holding Option down. So it's going to be the pen tool, and we're going to hold Option occasionally. So let me go up here, and I'm going to start here. You can zoom in really far, but at this point, we're going to refine the selection later. So I'm just going around here, and then right here I'm holding Option just so I can move this around without moving the rest of the path. Once you play with this tool, you'll get what I mean. But so just move it and then hold Option when you're done, and then pop, and now I can move the direction of the path I want it to go. So I already have one of these done. So what this did right when I started was made a work path. So I'm going to get rid of that. And here's one that's already completed, right? So I can use that as I can command click, and I got a selection. But like I said, it's a little loose. It isn't perfect. It doesn't need to be. Other option, if you do have a nice crisp image like this on a contrast background, you can probably get away with just doing the object selection, which is just going to draw a box around here with the tool I just selected and let Photoshop think, and that's good enough for a refine tool. So in this scenario, that works. So I'm going to go up here to select, and I'm going to go to select and mask. And then you're going to have this this dialog here, or palette, pop up. And let's change this view to overlay. That gives you a good idea. See, we've got white. I'm going to zoom in. You can use your zoom tool. So see, we've got this white here that we don't want. And that's just because the selection wasn't really as good as you'd think it was. And then we have a radius here where I'll show you this in a minute, but you can increase this, and it just increases the radius of the selection itself. You can overall smooth it, but these are just things you can play with, because the selection right now is whatever is inside of this red. And so if I really feather this in, now it's blurred the edge of the selection a lot, so kind of like gives you a fade into the background. So a lot of options there, but to refine this, we're going to get here. This is our refine one. And we'll go over here. You can right click and change the size, the hardness. Those are the two. You just leave the spacing down. That just spaces them out. Not very useful for this. So size and hardness. Hardness is like how blurry it is. And in this scenario, we do want it a little blurry. Otherwise, it's going to just cut it off. So now let's go ahead and do some of it. We're just going to run down her arm. And it's going to get rid of that white, meaning that it's making that part of the selection. So pretty cool. Now we're going to do some hair. It goes right through that. See that? It left some of her hair out. It get that hole right in there. This is the hard part. So this is what this is really powerful for hair. So we're just gonna keep going there. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the entire body because I don't need to for you to get the gist of how this works. So now I'm gonna go down here to output settings, and down here we're gonna see new layer with layer mask. That's my preferred one from the workflows I usually do, but selection's fine. That's just going to give you you had a selection, now it's going to be the new one that's slightly refined. You can do what you want, then you can just pop them onto a new layer or whatever. For me, I'm going to go new layer with the layer mask. That's going to give me a permanent, so now I can select this anytime I want. So kind of cool. Disable. Now you can see that the background's back, and then I can enable, and it's gone. But the cool part is I hold Command and I click on this, and then I have my selection, right? So it's kind of like you can use it as a saved selection, or you can use it to just toggle the background on and off. But now I could cut her onto a new layer if I wanted to, or whatever it is that I wanted to do. So that's that. Hopefully that helped. If it did, hit like, leave me a comment. Thanks.